Top level sections always planning about how to determine the goal and how to utilize the resources and how to assign the work to that next level. Planning is considered as a primary functions of management. Planning is considered as a primary functions of management. Decision making is an important functions of management and which involves two or more alternative causes. Namaste my dear students, Shubha Hebba here, Faculty of Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Dear students, a warm welcome to this session. Yes, in this session also, we are going to discuss about planning, the second chapter. Planning, what do you mean by planning? Definitions of planning, importance of planning, those are all important content we have discussed in the last session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the further part of planning. Yes, dear students, once again a warm welcome to this session. Let us discuss the session with different content what we are going to discuss in this session. Yes, first one, types of plan. What are the different types of plan and specific types of plan? It is quite different from general types of plan and specific types of plans. And features of planning. Yes, if we are considering this is plan, so what are the important features followed with that? And next one, limitations of planning. Yes, what are the problems of planning? Yes, the process of planning which have certain limitations. What are that limitations also we are going to discuss. And another one important concept, yes, that is decision making. What do you mean by decision making and different characteristics of decision making, and another one, process of decision making. Yes, we are going to discuss very important topics which belongs to planning chapter. Let us discuss what are the general types of plan. There are 9 important types of plan. First one, objectives. We have discussed about objectives in the previous session. And what is the important process of planning? Yes, that establishment of objectives. Objectives which determine the targets to achieve the goals. Yes, it is a certain things which decide the certain things to achieve the goal. Without objectives, there is no any organizations. That objective plans which give the directions, which gives the directions to achieve the goal. Okay, that is considered as objective plans. And second one, policies. Yes, different set of policies. Policies, it is a set of things which guide the work, okay, which guide the work to achieve the goal. That is considered as policies. These policies which are framed by top level management and it just implemented on other levels like middle level and lower level. And lower level workers just they have implemented all the different policies what they have framed by top level managers. And policies is not a static concept. It will be changed on the basis of time convenient. And next one, procedures. Procedures, which means set of rules. That set of rules which is very required to arrange the plans. It is considered as procedures. We have to follow some steps, some procedures to achieve the goal. So those steps or those procedures considered as procedures plans. And the next one, rules. Yes, rules which is considered as which are do's and which are do nots. So rules also considered as a procedure. Everyone should follow that. So which is considered as a guide to action. Which is considered as guide to action. And the next one, strategy. The strategy which is nothing but a choice of path to achieve the goal. Just planned with the different circumstances. If there is any competent or any inverse force with our work, then we can go with the strategy. We can go with the certain plans. So that is coming under the strategy plans. These strategy which including that 3 important elements. So one is important goals, important policies and important programs. Okay, so this is considered as strategy, which have three elements. So one is important goals and important significant policies and very important or major programs. So this is belongs to the strategy plan. And next one, programs. Programs which gives idea to conducting the plans. Okay, which give the idea to conducting the plans. So you can arrange the different programs for providing the trainings or for development programs, for example, then training programs or then advertisement programs, expansion programs, which helps to give the idea to conducting the different plans, just implementing a proper implementing the plans, which requires a better program behind it. Okay, that is considered as a programs. And next one, projects. It is basically detailed structure, a set of activities. Okay, a set of activities which is to be carried out the work a particular time. That is considered as projects. So, which including a time duration, we have to finish that set of activities, that is considered as projects. And the next one, budget. So, budget, which means that financial allotment. Budget, which means financial allotment of resources for different requirements, that is considered as budget. And yes, how to utilize the resources with a very efficiently and effectively, that is considered. And next one, last one, forecast. What do you mean by forecast? Just think of, already we know that what is plan? The plan which tells about forecasting the future courses of actions. So futurely what we have to do? Forecasting about the goals, how to reach the goal, and what is about the returns. That is considered as forecasting. Yes, if you have that forecasting mind, if you have the think about the future, then you can frame the plans what it need. That is considered as a forecast. So these are all general types of plan. Next we are going to discuss about specific types of plan. What are the different specific types of plan? Yes, that is first one, short range plans, which is including very short time duration plans, which coming under the semi-annual plans or annual plans, so which is very short time durations. And second one, long range plans. Long range plans which belongs to that long durations, a long time durations. And these types of plan, just it is not in a static manner, it will be changed as it follows the necessaries. Okay, and next one, operational plans. These types of plan which tells about or which decide the day-to-day operations, that is considered as a operational plan. And next one, standing plans. Yes, standing plan which tells about kept as a backup plan. If it is not possible to implement plan A, then we can go with the backup plan, plan B. So that is considered as a standing plan, standby. Okay. And next one, single use plan. Single use plan, which means that it's like a one-time password. In a particular time you can use it and afterwards you can't use this plan. So these types of plan it is considered as single use plan. Yes, as it tells about single use and you can take this plan for next operations. So these types of plan which is used for a single time, in a one time. So these types of plan considered as a single use plan. Okay, next we are going to discuss about what are the important features of plan. Yes, that these are all considered as the features of plan, which is nothing but what we have discussed in that importance, what we have discussed in the importance, what we have discussed in the process of plannings. So those are only we are going to discuss here. Yes, that the features of plan. Planning is considered as a primary functions of management, as we discussed in that functions of management. See that planning is a primary function. It is a prime function. Without a planning, you can't build a work or you can't determine the goals. First, your plan should be ready. Yes, this is one of the important features. This is considered as primary functions of management. And next one, planning is pervasive. Yes, that it is not possible to continue to the management without a planning. And top level to low level also, which requires a proper plan. Top level sections always planning about how to determine the goal and how to utilize the resources and how to assign the work to that next level. Just always think about directions and controlling about it. And the middle level, just how to implement what they have suggested by the top levels. And the next level, lower level management, always how to implement the plan. Just they are going to day-to-day plan to smooth manner of that functions. That is why that planning is pervasive. That scope of planning is wide. That is considered as a planning is pervasive. And the next one, planning is future oriented. Yes, it is nothing but future courses of actions. Always think about the next level. In the sense, yes, how to reach the goal with the efficient utilizations of resources. Think about the future. Always planning nothing but think about the futures. Yes, how to do it and where we are and where should we reach. So that is the distance it requires certain plan to reach the goal. That is considered as it is a future oriented. And the next one, goal oriented. Of course, that goal is a prime destinations, that goal is a final, and this achievements of goal which requires plan. Without planning, it is not possible to reach the goals. Yes, we have to follow that, we have to adopt all the techniques of plans and we have to follow that all the rules of plans. Then we can reach the goal with the very easiest manner. And next one, the planning is continuous process. Yes, the planning is not get end because of it may get changed or it may take next one. So just sometimes we can go with that alternative plans. Sometimes we are adding the different plans to present plan. So it is continuous process and it will not get end. Though we have reached the goal, then again the next goal will start and which requires the different plans. That plan always will be reducing the cost, how to utilize the resources, and always we are having that complexity with that utilizations of very less resources and huge requirements. So these are all the process which requires the plans properly. And yes, next one, planning is an intellectual process. Intellectual process which belongs to that our mind game. Yes, how you will do the plan. The plan, somebody will do the plan, but it cannot be better than others. And how it is, which means it requires skills and it which requires different knowledges. And yes, which tells about our intellectual power. And yes, the plan always about how to utilize the resources and as soon as the time durations, you should not take the time. You should not use the much resources. And of course, it should be feasible. And yes, it requires more intellectual power. And the next one, the planning aims at efficiency. Efficiency in the sense, yes, economically, that less cost and how to utilize the resources. And the next one, flexible. If it is not possible to reach the plan A, then suddenly we can move with the plan B. It should be flexible. If it is not possible to achieve the plan A, it should be ready plan B, in the sense it is not get any changes between A and B. That is considered as flexible. Okay, and these are all different features of plannings. Next, going to that limitations of planning. What are the different limitations of planning? Yes, of course, the planning is considered as a primary functions of management. Though it is considered as a primary function, it has certain problems. It has certain limitations. What are the limitations? Yes, rigidity. It requires more time for making a separate plan for every process, which considered as a rigidity. If you follow a certain plan, if the plan goes with a fail, yes, of course, that rigidity will start. And the next one, misdirected planning. Sometimes the planning may mislead or misdirected to achieve the goals. If it is planned properly, or the plan which done by a belonging person, and it is possible, it is good. And if it is not done with that belonging person and who don't have idea to particular area, if those person will do the plan, yes, it leads to misdirected, and which gives bad result. And the next one, time consuming. Yes, every time you are going to planning everything for every purpose, so which requires more time. Sometimes we don't have time to take decisions, we don't have time to take certain planning to do, we don't have certain we don't have time to do certain plannings to take a decision. And yes, it takes more time to planning certainly. And next one, that probability in planning. Probability in planning in the sense, sometimes plan will work positively and sometimes negatively. It is a future aspect. We can't give the determinations, we can't give the guarantee with that particular plan. And next one, that false sense of security. The planning which can create that conditions, yes, that everything taken as granted, that managers can think about, yes, that work with a satisfactory, he can plan with that, but it will not get resulted with that particularly. That is considered as a false sense of security. And then expensive. Yes, of course, separate they have to plan, they have to arrange with a certain skilled persons, and they have to appoint it with a skilled person for that making the plans, which requires more cost, or that it is considered as expensive to that management. Yes, so these are all different limitations of plannings. Yes, so that planning, meaning of planning, and also we have discussed definitions of planning, and also we have discussed importance, features, types, specific types also we have discussed. Another one important topic, that is about decision making. Yes, what do you mean by decision making? Decision making is an important functions of management, and which involves two or more alternative causes. If there is only one alternative, there is no decision to be made. Decision making is process of taking appropriate decision. Process of taking appropriate decision by using a set of tools and research method. That is considered as decision making. If there is alternative way, so you have to take decision before going to that way. That is considered as decision making. That decision making which tells about taking the appropriate decision before taking an action. That is considered as decision making. Yes, let us discuss about different characteristics of decision making. It is nothing but making choice among the different alternatives. And second one, the process proceeded by the deliberation and reasoning, and which tells about think and action. That is considered as decision. Before you are going to do that action, think. Yes, that is considered as the process by deliberation and reasoning. Yes, and it is focal point at which plans, policies and objectives are translated into concrete actions. And next one, rationality. Yes, rationality in the sense, think wisely. Yes, which is better, which is less cost, which is effective, which is efficient. Think rationally. That is considered as rationality. And next, which involves commitment. After you have taken the decision, it will be commitment. You have to go with that particular decision what you have taken. So these are all different features or different characteristics of decision making. And what are the different process of decision making here? First one, investigate the situations. Before taking the decision, we have to invest that. Otherwise, it will get misled or it will resulted wrongly. Yes, that first we have to investigate the situations, then we have to take a decision which is effective, which is perfect. And second one, develop the alternatives. Develop the alternatives, which tells about your alternative choices should be ready. If it is plan A will get fail, then you have to go with the plan B. That is considered as that develop the alternatives. And the next one, evaluate the alternatives and select the best one. Evaluate the alternatives in the sense which is best. Yes, what I have taken the decision, is it correct or is it wrong? If it is in a better choice, then we can go with that. Just evaluate that and then afterwards select the best one, which is best alternative actions, that we have to select it. That is considered as a decision making. And the last one, implement and monitor the decisions. Implement after taking the decision, next directly we can implement it, and then we have to control it. Yes, that every manager have to monitor the decision what he has taken. Then it is possible to control, then it is possible to a successful implementation, or it helps to achieve the goal. So that after taking the decision, that every manager should follow that these are all the important process before taking the decisions regarding the management or to achieve the goals. So these are all the different content about planning and decision making. My dear students, I hope you have understand the concept what we have discussed today and last session. These are all about planning and its different factors. I hope you have understand. This is the time to conclude the session. Thank you, dear students. Read well, keep watching. Thank you once again.